Peace, peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Friday edition of Burn It Down with Kim Brown, albeit a tad bit late. As you guys saw from the thumbnail, I am fresh out of an emergency meeting of the collective Black Liberation Media, formerly known as Black Power Media. The news today, everybody, the news came down. Actually, it didn't come down today. It came down Thursday. Will, if you could cue up our good brethren from the show Earn Your Liberation, as Brother Gerard broke the news about the latest happenings to the channel of my comrades. Let's take a look.
Through. It's always good to have a conversation about Cuba. If you missed that, please go back to the beginning of the show. Check the timestamps. That'll be there later. Just 2 F's. Just as we wrap here, we are endeavoring. The platform is endeavoring to prepare for that. The potential eventually kick off the platform, although the cause for the demonetization is it's not likely to be repeated. So, but it is something that we are endeavoring to correct. Please do. We appreciate everybody. We really do appreciate all your support. However you can continue to support what we're doing, please do like, share, subscribe, comment, the Patreon. Stay tuned for announcements, forthcoming statements. There is more to come, and I will be back tomorrow with Renee, and again on Monday talking.
That's good. That's good. Yep. So Jared broke the news this morning on Earn Your Liberation. We found out Thursday morning that Black Liberation Media is permanently demonetized on YouTube. What is the reason, Kim? Well, I think the reason stemmed from when the channel received a 90-day suspension. Oh, let's see, when was that? May? Ooh, that was a turbulent time. we received the 90-day suspension from monetization. Again, 90-day suspension would lead one to believe what exactly? That after a period of 90 days, that the monetization would be reinstated to the channel. But when that 90th day came and went, and you guys didn't get your member icons back next to your names in the chat, we was like, the fuck's going on? So JB got on the horn, and YouTube was like, well, for reasons that we don't have to say. Yes, we understand that your channel did not receive 3 strikes, as it were, or even 2 strikes, as it were, within a certain time frame. Yes. All that notwithstanding, we don't like you funky niggas, okay? We don't like the way y'all niggas walk. We don't like the way y'all niggas talk. We don't like the shit y'all got to say. We don't like the names of your shows. We don't like your thumbnails. So check this out. How about y'all get kicked out of our YouTube partner program and go on and start your little Black Panther party? That's what YouTube said to Black Liberation Media. Now, of course, everybody, we're not going to take this lying down, nor do I think we should. As Jared mentioned, they expect to see statements addressing this and other issues coming from the collective very shortly. But Will, I want you to drop the link in the chat, because obviously, we have seen this before, and I certainly don't mean just with Black Liberation Media, though we have seen this with Black Liberation Media. And if I'm not mistaken, if memory serves, and bear in mind, I smoke a ton of Chiba, so my memory may not serve, but if memory serves, didn't the channel get a strike during Black August last year? I feel like when Black August roll around, Google starts putting on its Klan hoods and starts reading its J. Edgar Hoover biographies and decides it's gonna start fucking with the Black liberation content. Maybe I have misremembered. It is entirely possible. But I want to hear from y'all, because we are in an age of straight up repression and suppression of voices from a particular political spectrum, right? Shout out to Ricky Ryan, who said that she doesn't know the value or utility of term. Jackie said this too. The value or utility of terms such as progressive and leftist. I agree. So I don't know what to call us. We just over here. The political commentary and analysis of people over here. You know what I'm saying? That shit is in danger, girl. It is on the run and maybe not eaten out here. We've seen Sputnik. We've seen RT. Who else have we seen? Iranian Free Press TV. These people become demonetized in other ways, right? I mean, demonetized, outright removed from certain platforms, including YouTube and Twitter. And what does this tell us about our ability to have free speech? The increasing role of censorship and fascism when it comes to criticizing certain political ideologies that are prominent in the mainstream American political discourse right now, such as Zionism, right? Like the way that speech is being potentially criminalized, it at minimum being censored and punished on corporate outlets such as YouTube and Google and whatever the fuck, right? The way that it's even being considered to be criminalized. For example, the Congress is talking about, or they held hearings weeks ago about disparaging commentary or criticism of Zionism being labeled as anti-Semitic and criminalizing that as hate speech. Facebook also now will take down posts that are critical of Zionism. And it doesn't stop there. You know what I'm saying? We're watching the UKKK race riots happening right now. What's the take being given on that from mainstream American press? Everybody, what is the take from the State Department? Where's the condemnation? You understand? There's a lot of shit being allowed to fly, and the shit that's not being allowed to fly is very telling. It's very telling. So, I also wanted to bring to attention again, we as Black folks who see things a certain way, of course, we should and ought to be expecting repercussions, clapbacks, you know what I'm saying? If you will, repression and suppression. Not a surprise, but a wake up call and a reminder. If anything, I will say this. If the content being created by Black liberation media is found to be distasteful by the likes of Google/YouTube, that again sounds like Black liberation media is on the right path. sound like Black liberation media is doing the right things. When we get trolls in this chat, I get so excited, much to the chagrin, I'm sure, of my mods. And let me shout out to Latif, to Courtney, to Chuck Diesel. Tyler, I keep hearing you too nice out here, Tyler. I can't shout you out just yet as a mom, but you're my son and I still love you. But for my mods be in here busting ass because why? The trolls come find us and get in here and talk shit about your homie, right? I don't care, but I appreciate y'all riding for me and not letting no bullshit fly. But that's work. But my point is, when the trolls find us, that means we coming up in the world, beloved. That means we're coming up in the world a little bit, beloved. And if Black liberation media is being targeted and punished, it means we're saying the right things. That is pissing off the empire and the controllers of information and those that want to dictate the American mainstream white supremacist capitalist narrative. Black liberation media, well fucking done. Not just us. So anyway, they're coming at Black folks, they're coming at brown folks, they're coming at our Persian folks, our Muslim folks, you know what I'm saying? Our anti-Zionist folks. They're coming at the white mandem too. White mandem too. Scott Ritter, you guys may be familiar. I was less familiar with Scott Ritter. Scott Ritter is a retired person, white man, who held a variety of positions, I believe, in the U.S. military. I know others are probably more well-versed in his resume. You know, he was in the rooms when they was deciding terrible things, right? Right. And he has come out with very fierce critical commentary for the United States, for the state of Israel, for U.S. foreign policy at large. And now the state is clapping back at him seriously. Will, let's cue up Scott Ritter. I saw this posted to TikTok news that I was somewhat surprised to hear. Let's take a listen.
Hello. As everybody's probably figured out by now, the FBI has executed a search warrant on my home. The search warrant was based upon what they deemed to be probable cause that I am in violation of the Foreign Agent Registrations Act. And they executed a search warrant looking for electronic devices, my computers, my cell phone, things of that nature. Based upon their questions, it appears that they are primarily concerned about my relationship with RT and Sputnik. More specifically, that I am receiving direction from RT and Sputnik, and I'm being compensated for this. And that means that I am working on behalf of the Russian government. I let them know in no uncertain terms that that is absolutely not what's happening, that any compensation I get from RT and Sputnik is the same as I get from any journalistic entity that I provide articles or video products for. I am a journalist, and I get compensated for my work. We shall see where it goes. They were in my house for 5.5 hours. Very professional, very courteous. I have no problems with the people who executed the search warrant. I do have a problem with the search warrant itself. Let's just be very clear. No crime has been committed. I am not a foreign agent. I am not in violation of the Foreign Agent Registration Act, and they know this. This was an act of intimidation by the U.S. government designed to have a chilling effect. I was accused of that my articles were designed to manipulate the opinion of the American people on behalf of the Russian government, that my podcasts do the same thing. Ask the Inspectors, apparently a Russian propaganda tool designed to, again, manipulate the thinking of the American people. This is absurd in the extreme. This raid on my home was designed to have a chilling effect, to make me think twice about speaking out, about writing, about doing podcasts. And as I told the FBI, and I'll tell you now, there isn't a snowball's chance in hell that I'll back down, because I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm doing what every concerned American should be doing when they believe that their government is behaving in a manner that doesn't conform with the values and principles that are set forth by the Founding Fathers in the Constitution of the United States of America. I am an American citizen holding my government accountable and exercising the rights given to me by the Constitution. Today, the United States government declared war on me. They declared war on my ability to write, my ability to speak, my ability to interact with the American people, and indeed with a broader international audience. So be it. We're at war. It's not a war I plan on losing, and I can tell you that there is no chilling effect. Look forward to seeing me in the future as soon as I get the ability to interact more efficiently. But thank everybody for their concern, and I'll see you Friday night on Ask the Inspector.
So, for all those that are trying to sound the alarm of the creeping fascism that will undoubtedly be ushered in the day after a Trump Vance ticket is inaugurated in 2025, I just want you to be very clear about today's date and who's in the White House right now, and who also aspires to be in the White House that shares the same ticket and party affiliation as the current occupant of the White House. This is what Joe Biden's FBI is doing. This is what Joe Biden's Department of Justice is doing, targeting American citizens, right? White man. Targeting white. He wasn't even at January 6th. The FBI was at his motherfucking house. How many of them J6s have got FBI visits waiting, pending, right? So subject not located, right? But y'all went to Scott Ritter shit. Scott Ritter, who be on social media and somebody's television screen damn near every motherfucking day. He ain't in no goddamn hiding, right? That's what Joe Biden's America is, right? So miss me with how we're in big trouble when Trump retakes the White House. Oh, Oh, your freedom of speech is going to be curtailed. Bitch, it is curtailed tonight. It is curtailed today with Democrats in charge. And let me say this, as a former employee of the Russian government, before it was Sputnik Radio, it was the Voice of Russia Radio, of which I had a talk show for 2 big years. Go to my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/The Kim Brown Show or Kim Brown Talks or whatever the fuck it is. It's over there. I got some shows and some interviews over there when I was on the Voice of Russia, being well compensated and never being told what to say. I want to just undergird that, because people believe that, you know, Russian press is under the iron fist of Putin and communism and the Soviets and them niggas never told me what the fuck to say. Not once. Never, not once. But I assure you this, you know who's being told what to say? Everybody that work at CNN. You know who being told what to say? Everybody that work at Fox News, everybody that works at MSNBC, everybody that works at NPR, absolutely being told what the fuck to say on some level or another. Or it's implied what you bet not say. Okay. Now, if you don't believe me, see what happened to Mark Lamont Hill when he spoke up in defense of the Palestinians and criticized the Zionist state of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know what not to say, because you see what the fuck happens to people even with prominent names, positions, and platforms when they deviate from the script, right? Under Democratic rule, mind you. So, what do we do to combat this, everybody? What do we do to counteract this? Because it's one thing to say, you know, get on your platform, hop on your podcast, get on your social media, create an audience, drive them to engagement in some kind of way. Because again, let me tell you something. What hurts about the demonetization of Black liberation media, guys, I want you guys to know this. When the channel was created 3.5 years ago, nobody said, you know, we're going to create this content so we can get money. You know what? We want to make billions off YouTube speaking about Black liberation and educating people about the history of Black-led political movements, not only in this country, but around the globe. Yeah, we going to get money doing that. Watch this. Nobody said that. Not a single one person. In fact, it took some time for the channel to get monetized at all, right? For people to even receive some modicum of compensation for the time and clear effort that they were putting forward, right? The people that you see appear on Black liberation media appear because we love us. We love Black folks. We want Black folks to not only survive, but thrive and also win, right? We want to see our oppressors go down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we have common shared objectives here. You know what I'm saying? And money to become earn your leisure type revenue generators was not part of that vision board. You know what I'm saying? We want to see Black people free, period. And we will continue to do that, monetization or not monetization. But at the same time, the type of work that the platform aspires to bring to y'all, that requires money, beloved. You know what I'm saying? We do have to survive capitalism out here. StreamYard costs, a subscription costs, shit costs. Shit costs around here. That's why we're in the middle of our summer fundraiser. If I could put a pin in my rant here for a second, don't forget to support Burn It Down with Kim Brown as we conclude our summer fundraiser here, as we do each and every Leo season, which is my birthday season, by the way. Shout out to all the Leos out there. Happy birthday, beautifuls. We love you guys. I want to thank everyone that has contributed thus far. And if you still have some space in your heart to give Burn It Down with Kim Brown, it's forever home in your wallet. You can do that. Please hit us up on the cash platforms. $ BIDWKB, Venmo at BIDWKB. Thank you, Ebony, for your Venmo. Patreon.com/BIDWKB. PayPal.me/BIDWKB also. Me, Will, and Molly we need money. We are asking for funding and for support. This is not begging, everybody. We do this twice a week live. Will has many jobs. Molly has jobs. Um, and shit costs. That's all. That's it. That's all it is to it. Pepco costs, Verizon costs, all kinds of shit costs. So anything you guys can do to help offset that. I know it is the first week of the month. I am generally sensitive to such things because I understand what is due on the first, no later than the fifth. Usually, I understand that. So if this ain't the week for your material support, consider hollering at us at that second check of the month, that 15th of the month check. We will be like Richard Marx, right here waiting for you wherever you go. Whatever you do, burn it down with Kim Brown will be right here waiting for you. So we appreciate. Oh shit, there y'all go. Here I go. Oh, there y'all go. Coming with it. Shout out to Mara W as well for your support. What's up, V? V, baby. Don't you know I have so many clips on the doc dedicated to what's going on in Britain tonight and with this week, and I put it on. I put a pin in it because we had this emergency meeting with Black Liberation Media, and I wanted to bring everybody up to speed and then get everybody's thoughts. But when I tell you I am thinking about our Black and Muslim and brown brothers and sisters across the pond tonight, as y'all are dealing with the motherfucking UKKK having the audacity to march through your streets and attack people and to try to attack mosques, that shit looking like 1965 Mississippi. God damn. Black Britain, brown Britain, Islamic Britain, we are with you over here. We are with y'all. We are with you. We are sending love and solidarity. I wish we could send the straps. I wish we could send the straps. Woo! Be careful. But I know y'all travel with the polkas. If you understand, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, keep your polka on ya. You know what I'm saying? Somebody want to run up, make sure they get done up out here. Black Britain, brown Britain, Islamic Britain, Muslim Britain. We are with you guys. The UKKK over there showing their ass like they American cousins love to. Like they American cousins love to. And let me say this. The American cousins is over there looking at the well, I don't know what the fuck they looking at, to be honest, because it ain't no news really reporting this shit, what's going on in Britain. They're not reporting this shit accurately, in my opinion, over here. But if these dumb fucks were to realize what was going over here, I'm glad they not. They would find inspiration immediately. Because they're like, oh, that looks familiar. Pop used to tell me about that. Intimidating Black people in the middle of the street in broad daylight with no repercussions. Man, how do we make America great again? I wanted to drop the link. Will, did you drop the link for the people? The people said no.
Yep. Did it twice.
Damn. All right. Y'all ain't got nothing on it, huh? That's okay.
But,
huh?
I was gonna say shout out to Anna Hart. Support sesh tomorrow.
Thank you, Anna. I'm
5
sorry.
p.m. Link is in the Discord. Traveling is the topic for tomorrow. Traveling with disabilities. And then 2 F's, $5 with the YouTube F. Classy. I love it.
Love it.
Yes, that was it.
Thank you, Will. No, you're good. You are great, Will. Anna Hart, thank you so much. We are having our Around the Fire Disability Support Sesh, the August edition, tomorrow, Saturday, the 10th. Is that tomorrow? Yes. Saturday, August the 10th, 5 p.m. Eastern. Anna has the link in the Discord, the Burn It Down with Kim Brown Discord channel. I will also post the link to the community section tomorrow. And also it will be available at patreon.com/BIDWKB. So, and traveling while disabled, guys, we talked about a number of those stories here on the channel recently where Peppa from Salt and Peppa, who was a wheelchair user whilst traveling, was unceremoniously removed from an airport, escorted by police out of the airport. Sis never raised her voice. She ain't called nobody a blood clot, Roz clot, nothing like that. And then they still put her out the airport. Some bullshit. But it's no fun traveling whilst disabled. Ask me how I know. So we're going to have that conversation Saturday, tomorrow, August the 10th, for the Around the Fire Disability Support Sesh. Anna Hart, Mama Lorraine, Learn Life Abby. Thank you guys so much for being amazing topic finders, researchers, compassionate lovers of most humans and all dogs. So thank you guys for your tremendous and so thoughtful facilitation and protection of this space. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. 2 F's, you know what it is. Francis Francais, your support ongoing always is always appreciated. And thank you for all that you do for everybody, girl. You support here. You support Black Liberation Media. You a bappa. I'm sure your family's thrilled when you told them. oh, Freddie, what have you been doing with your time? Well, I just sat through a political education through the Black Alliance for Peace. Blank stares from Franny's family, like, oh, that's nice. Anyway, I don't know, Franny. Your people. I'm gonna leave your family. I don't know them people. I'm sure they born you, so you know they must have some quality about them. So anyway, anywho, you guys, what I find very interesting about all of this, right? And again, we have been seeing this really churn up Russiagate. Since Russiagate, would you guys agree that the censorship and the sort of hysteria about Russian interference and misinformation and propaganda started to gin up more so, I guess, after all the Russiagate stuff? And now I would say it's almost reached a fever pitch. To coin a cliche phrase, a fever pitch. And nobody is really safe out here, right? The punishments are going to start, or I can't say start, rather, they're going to continue to come in a variety of ways, whether or not it's content being suppressed on social media or people having their accounts outright banned inexplicably, despite not having violated any of so-called community guidelines, which seems to be the case with Black Liberation Media, right? If people continue to be punished professionally, right, to be censored in some way, to be disinvited, to be, I mean, like, all of this is cumulative, and you're going to see it in different stripes applied to different people, depending, I guess, on their level of vulnerability, and B, what is most likely to hurt them in some way, right? You know, without a doubt, even what all that I had said about the contributors to Black Liberation Media absolutely not doing it for money, and we don't. But the loss of the revenue is a hurt piece, right? And that was the intention. The intention was to hurt those that either have these political ideas and beliefs and to hurt those that are willing to act on it, right? I don't think it's a coincidence that a good number of creators and contributors on Black Liberation Media are themselves political organizers, active ones, visible ones, right? Dare I say popular ones, right? Cutting revenue that helps those people that are doing that kind of work hurts, right? Whether or not it hurts a little or a lot, the point is to cause some sort of harm. And it has done that. So while, and let me say this, I had to leave the meeting a little early because the emergency meeting was still ongoing because I had to come on here and bring my folks up to speed as much as possible. When I left, you know, the next steps are being plotted, right? As to what can be done to, number one, maintain our presence on YouTube. We have over 40,000 subscribers. of which I am very proud of that. I understand. I mean, shit. If 40K is small fries, small potatoes in the YouTube universe, which I imagine it is, then what is my shit? My shit is I don't even know what to call my shit. My shit is half a potato. I don't even know. Whatever. But it's not nothing, okay? So this is what I need you guys to know and to understand and be ready to activate, okay? When you get the call to either go over to that next YouTube channel that might, and I can't say anything with any sort of um definitiveness because I had to leave the meeting early, so I don't know what everybody decided. But I was advocating for a supplementary YouTube channel to be created so that we can build up content, build up subscribers, build up watch time. Because as you guys may or may not know, in order for a channel to be able to do even what most of us would consider the basic things on YouTube, and I mean a new channel, you have to build the channel up to hit some certain metrics, right? So it's like 1,000 watch hours have to be hit, 1,000 subscribers have to be attained before you can even go live, before you get a community section, before your channel members can get little cute icons next to their names. Like YouTube has this step up system that the more engagement, watch time, and subscribers you get, the more features your channel can unlock. But even something as simple as going live is not an automatic to a channel once it's created. So my point is, if and when you guys get that call, which you will, no, with the call to what, I'm not sure. But if it is in the direction of going to subscribe to another channel, if it's going to subscribe to our Twitch stream, you know what I'm saying? If we need you to set your notifications for Twitch, we need you guys to do those things, right? The things that we're going to need from the shared Fire Fam and Remixers audience is going to be the free engagement, first and foremostly, to help us get back up on our feet. Okay. There are some outstanding financial obligations that I won't specify, but understand that these obligations are very important, that they are met and they are addressed and they are taken care of. And when we put out that call as well, we'd appreciate that help too. But in the free ways, when we need y'all to step up and go subscribe and go follow, please do that. And in the interim, in the short term, let me ask you, please, if you're on Facebook, please go over to Black Liberation Media and follow the Facebook page, because the same sort of thing, right? We lost the Facebook page in the divorce. You know what I'm saying? The fucking BPM Facebook page, you know what I'm saying? That got taken. We don't even get to visit that motherfucker. We don't even get to see that nigga on weekends. You know what I'm saying? That shit got yanked in the divorce. So we had to go make a new junk, right? So go follow the new Black Liberation Media Facebook page, please, and thank you. Go follow Black Liberation on Instagram, please, and thank you, you guys. This is where the rubber meets the road. And the thing is, I already know many of you support by watching, chatting, commenting, opening up your purses and your wallets. Y'all engage in shit. Y'all show up, and I appreciate that. So thank you very much for that. But if you like us, you got to tell the others. Number one, you have to spread the word, everybody. Like, now is that time. Now is the time, because they fucking with your homies, they fucking with your people, they fucking with your comrades over here. So now it's time to ante up, squad up, protect us, show up for us. You know what I mean? And if you catch some, shall we say, sucker shit, if you catch some sucker shit, this is sad. This is sad. All right, fuck all that. Support the channel. Fuck that. Support the channel. Some others. If y'all catch some sideways shit, either pop a flare, make us aware. You know, bring it to our attention. You can tag me in some mess. I want to see it, because I didn't even know. The sideways was getting slick talked out here. I said, oh, certain people better not hear their name. And I am certain people, nigga, because guess what? If I hear my name, oh, gloves is off. nigga, it's on. I'm like Scott Ritter going to war with the US. I'm going to WAR from right here. with the red behind me, with the orange. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me be made aware my name is being spoken of in some slick ways. Cause I'm
Got our good
slick in
friend
return.
Learn Life Abby on the line.
Learn Life Abby. Come on up here, Learn Life Abby.
Hello.
How you feel?
All right. Doing all right, watching America burn down and shit,
I appreciate it. it was it was
Every
it was
day.
it was a shock. I wish you guys could have seen my face Thursday after the Remix Border show, because we had got Jared to send out an email during the show. Of course, y'all know I got on the show late as shit because I almost missed the show. I was asleep. Long story short, Ear Doctor told us after the show, he was like, the channel's permanently demonetized. Like my jaw was skimming the top of my cleavage for for like 10 minutes. I was like, no way. But Abby, what are your thoughts? So I mean, is it
I
is it the content? Is it the times that we're in? What are your thoughts about the, can't call it creeping repression and fascism? I mean, your thoughts about where we are right now.
I think it's to be expected. I think we should expect it to get worse. I think people need to remember that social media, while it's considered public and there is no expectation of privacy in public, it is run by private corporations. So there is also no expectation of freedom of speech. And as messed up as it is, it's kind of par for the course. It's business as usual in America of like who they can silence and who they are. In this case, YouTube being the corporation that it is, and Google, like even just recently releasing their AI in the search thing, you know, it their job is to make money. If you're using one of these platforms to try and communicate with people, they're going to try to reduce that. And by reducing monetization, you're not going to get pushed to people. You're not going to get suggested to people. You're not going to be in those, hey, you might like this feeds. And I think it's one of those things of like, this is kind of how it goes, because Black people usually get silenced first. Wait till the white women get silenced,
Oh
because
shit.
they're coming for they're coming for your uteruses, white women. They've been done coming for Black uteruses. Now it's your turn. And as scary as that is, it's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. Best case scenario, we're stuck with Kamala, the prosecutor that put a disabled mom in jail for truancy when the school knew what was going on with the mom's health stuff. That's best case scenario. So, even when Joe Biden got elected, everybody was like, don't just think this is the end all be all, because he really doesn't give a shit. Like, he does not care about the average American. This was a accomplishment. This was something to put on his resume for him. That's why he was so willing to step back and let Kamala take over. That's what I think is happening here.
I
And
agree. No, go
go
ahead.
ahead. I was just, I think it's by design. I think it's business as usual. When have things ever got better under Democrats?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I remember a bit of a shift, I will say, from H.W. Bush to Bill Clinton. And in spite Bill Clinton and Joe Biden tag teaming and collaborating, on legislation that was hard and meant to be hard on the Black folks. Economically, for some reason, I remember our situation get a little better. I remember it not being as rough as it was under Reagan. Let me just put it that way. But
Yeah.
Democrats, no, you're 100% right, Abby, because again, like I said on the morning show the other day, I was 18 in 1996. I cast my first vote ever for Bill Clinton. That same year, Bill Clinton and Congress passed the 1996 Telecommunications Act, which allowed media companies to own multiple entities, which eventually led to tremendous consolidation within the media industry, which led to the elimination of thousands of jobs. So, me voting for Bill Clinton was literally a vote against my own future interests. Okay. Me voting for Democrats literally fucked me out of out of my career and my job in a way, right? So yeah, I
Right.
agree that nothing, no tangible major benefits occur to us as people, especially Black people specifically, under Democratic rule versus Republican rule. We get the shaft regardless who's in the office. But
Right.
but this,
And that was my only point. Like, yeah, we're looking at like this orange dude might unmake the whole thing, but like even if we keep things as business as usual, it's not going to improve. It's not going to get better. And I'm sorry if that's depressing, but I think I'd rather people brace themselves and get ready, you know.
I appreciate you, Abby. And listen, I fully anticipate that there will not be a safe social media space for even the shit that I talk, right? And I'm not nowhere on the level of radicalization and organization that my comrades of Black Liberation Media are at, right? Like they actually have action points. Like they actually have addresses and times and shit for y'all to show up and go do shit, right? That's not necessarily what I do here, right? But I anticipate there will be a time where I won't even be able to do what I do here. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
won't even be able to voice my opinion without censorship. And even some of the shit that I want to say right now I don't say out of concern that it will put the channel in jeopardy somehow. You know what I mean? And then it's like, well, even if you hop from YouTube to Instagram to TikTok, like each of these social media platforms got their own shit with them. People's accounts get suspended all the time for arbitrary things. And I just want us to be able to figure out a way for us to be able to collaborate, to find each other, and to communicate independent of these spaces. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate
And we
what.
need to be doing that networking on social media to take it offline and try and find people local or maybe not even local, but within your community.
Mhm.
It's why I've stuck with the disability support group for so long because I've seen young white overzealous organizers locally and they fail because they don't know how to listen or they think they have it all figured out. And there is a point where it's like if you're not listening to take into account what people need, you're just another, you're just someone else telling someone else how you think they should live, and that's not what I'm here for. You know, I have a huge problem with people thinking they've got it all figured out because not once in life have I found a one size fits all answer to everything. That's just not how life happens in the gray area. Ain't nothing black and white. And so to oversimplify your experience in America as white or black or female or male, like there's so many more intersections. If you are white and disabled, you are having a different experience than your white able-bodied counterpart. That white privilege will only carry you so far. And something I think young people really need to understand is the longer you survive, the more disabled you are going to become.
Hmm.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody gonna escape not disabled if you live long enough.
absolutely not. And again, that can come in a form that you may not even anticipate. There's a lot of folks that exercise, eat well, take care of themselves, go to the doctor regularly, and they could step out of their off the curb and get hit by a Mack truck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With your awesome diet and your excellent cholesterol, guess what? Some bad shit just happened to you that is catastrophic, that has now altered the way that you can engage and literally mobilize through the world, right? And
Right.
and that is just it's an inevitability. If it's old age, if it's chronic disease, if it's a catastrophic accident, disability is coming for you one way or the other.
For all of us. And when you're young, you don't You may not realize it. You may think you have more time. And, older people will try and warn the young people like, hey, don't waste your young years. Don't waste it all working and then wake up 40 and you're like, oh, I didn't do some of the shit I wanted to do in life. Or don't wait to live life till you're retired because you might get cancer and that's not guaranteed, you know. So there is a point where we're kind of stuck in this system where you do have to try and find some happiness, you know, and it's not going to be perfect. You might have to make it work. You might have to accommodate yourself. You might have to get rid of people who drag you down, you know.
Absolutely.
But I don't see us moving forward unless we start agreeing on some basics. Like we need some basics. And I don't really care who it is. We really need to start discussing like, okay, what's really important? If we're organizing, what's really important? Because if people are sitting there judging each other on something that's not that issue, you're going to push away people who are with you on that issue because you're judging something else. Like we really need to start figuring out as groups what's important to us because the government is not going to save you. The government is not going to be there to save you. We're seeing how fragile it is right now.
Yeah, one thing I want to explore is low tech communication. Again, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm Gen X. Maybe it's because I remember the Y2K hysteria. I don't know. I just have this maybe because I saw T2 Judgment Day when I was a teenager. I just feel like the internet is going to fail. I have a feeling that in our lifetime we are going to see this internet, the interwebs. I don't know if Russia is going to attack the fucking side. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just have a feeling that the internet is going to go down. It's going to go down. And then all of a sudden, people are going to be scrambling like, oh my God, how do we communicate? And it's like, well, we do have all these unused radio frequencies just hovering around. So many police departments are no longer, they are abandoning their radio frequencies and going to this other sort of radio communication. And I'm like, wow, so it's just all these frequencies just out there naked, just hanging out. How do we tap into that? How do we make it so that I can communicate with you who are 2 to 3 time zones away from me, thousands of miles away from me, in the event that the internet and telecommunications as we know them inevitably fail, right? Like
Yeah.
to me, that is also a part of organizing. Like as much as we talk about, and legitimately so, things like self-defense and our ability to produce our own food, being able to look after disabled and elders and vulnerable people. If society collapses, how are we going to talk to each other? You know what I'm saying? How are we going to talk to each other? I think that's a very important thing. But
Yeah.
Abby, I'm not going to hold you here, beloved, because we are going to wrap this up here real soon.
No.
Hey,
Oh, one thing, Will, can you make me and Anna moderators? Just we could just help clean up some, just one or two things.
ask Will. Here's a better question. Will, do you know how to make the people the moderators? Maybe I've been asking the wrong
For
question.
me, yes, I do.
So what's the
And the
problem?
only reason I'm afraid not, somebody else got that name. That's the only reason that
Oh no, did he mute himself? What
somebody else has
happened?
that exact like name, and then I know it's not them because their emoji doesn't match up. So
Okay, well, can you make Anna in Learn Life
yeah, I got you.
moderators?
Yeah,
Bienvenue, welcome.
and we got Afra on the line. Thank you, Abby. Appreciate
Thanks, Abs. I will see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow for the support sesh. Appreciate you per usual. And use those and Anna and Abby, wield those wrenches well. You can bust people upside the head with them wrenches. Trolls specifically, you're welcome. The blunt force trauma upside the trolls domage. Thank you and good luck. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Afra, We got till 9:15, Afra. Let's be mindful of time. Welcome.
Happy Leo season. We're still going.
It is still Leo season. Happy birthday to the Leos.
Yes. I'm on Tuesday. So.
Hey, Holly Horn. Thank you so much, Holly, for your cash. Oh, that's not Holly. I'm sorry. Shout out to Holly Horn anyway. Helena, you know, Helena, I cannot half-ass read, but Helena, thank you so much. Helena H, we appreciate your Cash App support. We definitely appreciate that for the summer fundraiser. Afra, you said your birthday is Tuesday. Happy early birthday. Well, I wish you happy birthday on the show.
Thank you. And I'm really like what they said yesterday was Lionsgate. So there's supposed to be some good things happening, but transitions. So, I'm not Kalechi. Yeah, so this is like the after Lionsgate. So the fact that there was like a huge closure of the, like that demonetization, I'm like, okay, so now you're going to shift into something else, which you've already been talking about, which is, shifting platforms. Because why are they doing that? Because of all the things that you've already complained about, and you're in their spaces and they can, so they will. So Abby said exactly what I said, like it's like free speech, but but in their space it's like, oh, unless we don't like it, because you're free to say whatever you want, just not over here.
Yes,
go
exactly
somewhere else with that, right? So yeah, that's really discouraging, but I think that y'all will be finding some other avenues to generate. And you know what? It could turn into a big thing anyway, because it's like, oh, really? You're trying to close off. You're trying to basically shut people down that are talking about something that's important that you don't like. One thing I will say, even though you said it was permanently demonetized, and I definitely agree with you about looking at other channels. But also, if you know anybody, or if y'all can connect with anybody at YouTube directly, it makes a huge difference with just actually having a direct contact at some of these places, because there are people that do feel what you're saying matters, and they will be able to go and advocate in certain spaces. Otherwise, it's just some randos that make the decision of if you're staying or going.
I support the spirit of that. And I think that was actually suggested in the meeting, and I think someone intends to pursue that. My thought is not don't pursue it, but at the same time, like YouTube and Google are tech bro central, right?
Yeah.
And as much as tech bros, I guess, think of themselves as not racist, and it's about the O's and ones and the code and all this shit, and the AI ain't racist. No, YouTube is fucking racist. Google is fucking racist, right? Google has proven itself to be racist, not only in how it operates, but if you were to put in certain terms, right? No, numerous people have done this. Anything pertaining to black folks that you may not even suspect, and you put in this random search term, and Google will return back the most racist shit, right? And that is embedded in its algorithm, and that it extends to YouTube, right? I know this is a racist platform. You see how many right wingers, even though they may not have these platforms on YouTube currently, but they were given their platforms. They were emboldened. They were elevated by YouTube, right? Like all Kanye's little fuck boys, his clansmen homeboys. Who didn't Nick Fuentes and all them bitch niggas get they start over here on YouTube? All them little, let me shut up, Joe Rogan and all them. So I already know what kind of time YouTube is on. All of us do, right? So I appreciate, sometimes when these platforms reveal themselves or just come out and be blatant about what it is that they support, the kind of content that they will amplify and promote and elevate, and what gets demonetized, what gets punished, what gets stricken, and who that's targeted to. Like it's so revelatory and important for us to realize that these these tech companies and these social media companies, they're not our friends. They are not here to help us or promote content that is meant to liberate us, right? They want to keep us where we are and exploit us at the same time. So yeah, I don't know. Like I think someone is going to try to reach out to YouTube. I mean, I know Jared has already engaged with YouTube on some level, but I think the encouragement to try to find a human contact over there is
Mhm.
something that the folks intend to pursue. But that's a good suggestion, Afra.
I
Thanks for
mean,
that.
I'll say this, and it, of course, is not the same at all. But I had an issue a few years ago with PayPal when I created my business account for PayPal, right? And I mean, and it was something with like getting invoices and stuff. So, I put all the paperwork in, whatever that was needed. And then there was still some issue where they held up, invoicing issue, things that actually ended up affecting, my invoicing with one of my clients. 'Cause it's like, okay, well, what's the nature of your business and why you're, invoicing thousands of dollars or whatever. It's like, you got the nature of everything. Literally, um, it was literally, I got, and I wish I had said something to her earlier, but I knew somebody that worked there, and she wasn't any big, like, high up person. I'm trying to remember if she was in HR or something like that. But I mentioned it to her, and she was like, "Oh, okay, um, call this number. This is the friends and family helpline." And the person that that I mentioned this to was a white woman. Okay, and she was actually leaving there. She was leaving the company to go to another company, but she was like, "Oh yeah, well, see if they can help. Call the friends and family hotline. Even though I'm leaving, I wish you had said something to me a couple months ago when you first started having this." All I can tell you is, even when I was chatting with the dude, he was like, "Yeah, I don't. Okay, well, I'm not sure, whatever." And literally, even though it was like, "Well, we might need to get X, Y, or Z more." Literally after that chat, I promise you, like, if not hours, then the next day, all my shit was released after months. One conversation with somebody that wasn't a high up anyone, but they had the internal helpline if you're connected. And I know of other situations like that. So that's why I'm like, I'll even look and see if I have anybody still in my sphere of whatever influence in a YouTube or Google space. But it's trash, but that's really what it is. It's still like, hey, I know Kim. Let me call Kim and ask her to look and see what the fuck is the problem.
I appreciate that, Afro. I mean, it would be ideal if the monetization could be restored back to Black liberation media, but at the same time, and if that were to happen, that would be great. At the same time, the writing is on the wall about
Yeah.
looking out the front door, creating either, it's our own standalone website in which we produce content directly to the website, maybe cutting
Hmm.
out some of these social media platforms as the middleman. I mean, there's a lot of different avenues to explore, but what's been made clear is that, can't keep all
Yeah.
your eggs in one basket, right? Um,
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I've seen that happen with, whether it's music stuff, whether, it's political, it's, like there's always, and like I said, even just something like my business, which is legitimate, that I've given all the things, but it's like, this looks suspicious on your algorithm. So yeah, it's definitely a situation, like you said, where it's like a wake up call to, okay, you know what, we use this platform to get to this certain number of people, and now we've grown to a point that we can probably sustain this on our own if we work out some of these technical things. That is, it's definitely easier when there's already a platform that's built for it, but you can also do on your own. So yeah. And I'll send something else that I received for music stuff, but they do more than music, and it's the same thing where it's like, create your own platform and keep all your audience and all that stuff, because of stuff like this, because of things like, whether it's people that build a platform really big on a network, on like a certain network, like I think Ryan Leslie was one that talked about that, like he had built up a huge thing on MySpace, and then suddenly MySpace didn't matter anymore. You know, even when it's not their terms and agreements, but it's just like, you know, no one cares about this platform anymore, and now you're kind of left to figure out how do I get all my contacts. So anyway, that was just suggestion.
Yes, no, it's a great suggestion. I appreciate you calling. What are your plans for the weekend?
So, you know, I ain't got all my stuff together. So like really and truly since my birthday is next week, I could have celebrated. I'm gonna do something this weekend, I guess. You know, probably just go here or there and cleaning. But next weekend I plan on doing a little bit more. So I'll send you. I'm planning on. It's just, you know, I gotta do something with music. So someone was already doing a like a music event, an open mic, and they put me on a featured list. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sing a song and maybe go to brunch or something. So oh, by the way, I have it's a small thing, but I have a little birthday present for you. It's
Oh,
really like
sweet.
not it's like but it's very much it's very Kim centric. I was like, oh, I gotta get this over to you. So I'm like, if I don't get you on the phone now, I'm gonna just leave a little package like the Amazon person on the doorstep.
That'll be fine. That will be fine. I appreciate that. Thank you, Afra. That you just reminded me. Let me get my PO box out here to give, because I'm just gonna put it out there because Black Magic has asked, Abby has asked, because you guys are nice people and y'all want to send me things, and I'm grateful. And I ain't shit because I am terrible at checking messages, and you know it's a UPS store box, so hopefully you know, to direct your kilos of cocaine elsewhere. Don't send me no
Oh
fucking
no.
contraband. Don't send me no goddamn contraband. I go to my goddamn box and be Joe Biden's FBI waiting for my dumbass right there. Be like, Mr. Are
Not
you
Joe Biden.
around? I might be. Who asking?
Oh
Officer
my God.
Johnson. Yes, you received a package of 3 pounds of heroin. I said, "Oh Jesus, I don't even do heroin, Your
You
Honor."
know what? Don't give the trolls no ideas, because you know they out here on the bullshit already.
All right, Black Magic and Abby. I may have to reply to y'all separate. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't put my whole PO box out there again, because somebody would set me up with some bullshit. I'd be like, Your Honor, I don't even. I'm
You
gonna
said,
just
Your Honor.
I don't. I'm talking to the police. Your Honor, my
Your
bad.
Honor.
After let me. I'm gonna let you go because I promised Will that we will be done at 9:15. I gave my
Okay.
word to this young man, and I will adhere to that. But
Bye.
thank you so much for calling us up.
Okay, and I'll send you something about a Wednesday night thing in Hyattsville that you might want to go to. Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, bye, y'all.
Goodbye, goodbye. All right, y'all. Um, au revoir, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu to you, and you, and you, and you. Well, did anybody else send us any treats, any well wishes?
Commuted.
Commuted.
Yep. Commuted. YouTube gave themselves a raise. And love your supersized empathy, number way to be a human being.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say, commuted. Wow. And you sent money and a compliment during Leo season, swinging for the fences. Are we commuted? Oh, you want to send money and compliments to a Leo during Leo season? Well, oh, don't threaten me with a good time. Oh, that's the bad thing about being a Leo. Will, don't laugh. Flattery works. Okay. It's so bad. Shh. Don't tell no other Leo I told you that shit. But if you go and compliment a Leo, that shit is going to work. Okay. They're going to be like, who? Beautiful me? No. Really? You think so? Oh, and humble. Oh, the humility. No, I encourage all the Leos to abandon all humility. There is no humbleness. None. None. Let them other niggas be humble. During Leo season, no humility whatsoever for Leos. Lions, lionesses, gender non-conforming lion and lionesses as well. No humility, zero. So anyway, you guys, so important. Support Black Liberation Media. Go support and follow everybody. I mean, when I say everybody, I mean every fucking body you can think of on all their shit. Black Liberation Media. Oh shit! Someone just sent some more money. Community movement builders. You need to go follow the ear doctor. Rosalba. Thank you. What up, Twitch? Rosalba, I didn't put in the recommendation for Twitch. Hey, me and the ear doctor are actually about to start a Twitch show. Thursday mornings, possibly even starting this fucking Thursday if me and him agree on some shit. Thursday mornings after the Remix Morning Show, 11 a.m. Eastern. Inspired by my Remix Morning Show comrade LJ. We are going to do a show about classic rap albums and artists because my millennials, my millennials and Gen Zs are not familiar with some of the classic rappers and rap albums and why they are classic. And that's Gen X's fault. I accept responsibility for that. If the generations under me don't know, that's my fault. I have not been a good teacher. So I am very excited to partner with the Ear Doctor to bring you guys this Twitch special. I believe it's going to be on Black Liberation Media's Twitch, not on my Twitch, and I don't know their Twitch handle, but stay tuned to BLM. Oh, I hate saying BLM. Black Liberation Media and the Remix Warning Show to get the deets about that, because that is a thing. So yeah, you're going to see more content being offered from Black Liberation Media on Patreon and on other platforms outside of YouTube. So again, follow Black Liberation Media, follow Jared, I Mix What I Like, follow Kamau Franklin, Community Movement Builders, follow the Ear Doctor, wherever the fuck the Ear Doctor is. Who else we following? Jackie Lukman Nation, the show Darker Than Blue, available on WPFW.org. Support there. Who else? Black Miss Podcast, support to Black and their organization, support Black Alliance for Peace and Black Alliance for Peace Baltimore with Rakita Ryan. Who else? Go support Musa Springer and their content that they do. Who else is on the goddamn team? Piper Carter, motherfucking Beyond Breaking Barriers. Let's turn the fuck up. Let's go. Who else we got in the jam? Yeah, it's a lot of niggas on Black Liberation. I be forgetting. It's Black August. Go support all the Black August programming. And when I say support, guys, I also, again, the free engagement counts there as well. Please go like shit. Go on a liking fucking spree over on Black Liberation Media. Comment on videos, please. Engage. Because YouTube is going to suppress this shit. It's going to push it down. And I even think the Black Liberation Media channel, as it currently stands, I even think it still has a potential to grow in spite of it being permanently demonetized, in spite of the inevitable lack of promotion that YouTube as a platform is going to offer it. I'm seeing colors on the screen. I'm seeing boxes on boxes on boxes with foxes on foxes on foxes on foxes. Oh, thank you, Afro. What Afro say?
From the 13th of the lunar moon, Leo season is celebrated through Libra season. Talk to you. I don't know if I agree with that, but okay.
Well, but it's Leo season. Your agreement is not required. It just is. Things that it is just gonna be is, Will. We don't want to hear from you until Virgo season. Thanks so much. You know what I'm saying? Demand them to be seen, not to be heard. You know what I'm saying? So you can turn your camera on. We can look at you, but don't say nothing. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm just
known. It's time to go.
Yeah. It is time to go. It is time to go. Well, thank you so much. Well, thank you guys. Thank Will. Will works hard. Will be tired and shit. Will be nice to y'all's children out here and taking care of them and making sure they get back alive and whatnot. Will is exhausted, and Will was very gracious to allow us to start an hour late so I could be part of the meeting, because we it's all hands on deck. We understand that this is an attack. You know what I'm saying? It's a slight beyond a slight. It's an attack on our speech. It's an attack on people's ability to be able to support us. So we're trying to recoup regroup and strategize. And we appreciate you guys staying with us throughout all of the changes and hope you guys will continue to support and rock with us. Again, if you're watching this later, don't forget you can still support Burn It Down with Kim Brown for our summer fundraiser, BIDWKB. That's us at Cash App, Venmo, paypal.me/BIDWKB, and patreon.com/BIDWKB. And feel free to support us in the non-material ways by giving us a like, a follow, a subscribe here and at all of our different social media platforms. We certainly appreciate it. On behalf of Will and Male. Last thing. You must tomorrow listen to Saturdays with Renee. Okay. I was watching EYL this morning. The only reason I know about this is because I was watching EYL, and Renee Johnston, who was a fire fammer and a remixer and a host on Black Liberation Media. Renee did a fantastic research and presentation on the construction of cop cities, pending and ongoing and already happening across the country. And apparently there's some shark niggas on YouTube that's out here biting Renee's shit without crediting Renee, right? So I wanted Renee, hold on. I wanted Renee Johnston. I don't even know. Renee was in the meeting. Renee may not even be in here with us. You know what I'm saying? Renee, you have to go turn on Only Built for Cuban Links. You're a fucking liar. Oh my God, shut up. You're such a liar, Siri. Play Only Built for Cuban Links by Raekwon. The reason why Renee needs to listen to Shark Niggas by Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links, is because niggas cannot be out here biting styles, okay? You know what I'm saying? Niggas cannot be out here trying to spit their darts and can't spit them. And I just wanted to be clear. I don't want niggas sounding like me or nobody from our fam on no YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? For real, because we're going to have to approach nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we don't want nobody sound like nobody from my clan, nobody from my team. So Renee Johnston, when you air them niggas out tomorrow, I need names, beloved. I want to hear names. I need you to name names. It is Leo season. It's Leo season, Renee. You're a Leo. If there was ever a time to name names, whoever's out here biting shit, who is ever out here biting styles, biting research, not giving they proper motherfucking attribution. Oh, drop them names. Drop them names. Drop them plagiarizing, stealing ass, shark nigga ass names. Drop they motherfucking names. I want to hear them. So y'all tune in tomorrow. Black Liberation Media during Leo season. Renee Johnston is naming the shark niggas out here tomorrow. You wanna bite research, nigga, huh? And not attribute and credit, huh? Air them out, Renee. We with you. Standing right behind you. Let that chopper sing. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Thanks to Will and Molly. We'll see y'all back here Tuesday. Love you guys. See y'all later. Bye-bye. Shark niggas, Renee. Shark niggas. Listen to that shit.